All the doors down there too while you're in there.
Ready? Welcome back to Seasparkles Corner. Today we're going to do prep. We're still on with the prep. The prep takes longer than the actual work. Why? Well, I don't know. It's just how it is. Alright, I got my work clothes on. Excuse my appearance. I got my work clothes on. Okay, now, I want to share with you. This right here is what we're going to use. It's all purpose. Before we can lay down the vinyl.
All purpose joint compound.
Joint compound. Okay, before we can lay down all the vinyl,
make sure all
we
the
have
doors
to
are open.
level all this. Okay, so you go along and look carefully for any nails or screws that's sticking up.
Sweep the floor too.
You want to sweep your floor before you start and pull them out or hammer them down, whatever. But remove any nails and screws sticking up because they will poke holes in the vinyl. Now you want to go along like this and look for a hole. And then you want to put the joint compound fill in every hole that has it. Now, let me show you one. David's mixing it up.
Still mixing.
Alright, see along here? See how this is level? You want the whole floor to be level. You see? See how this is a hole? See, this is level. See, this is level, this is good. This is a hole. We gotta go along here and fill in and level every hole or every crack in it. Now, David's starting it right now. So watch what he does. Okay. And you've got to fill in every hole and level it. Has to be leveled perfect. He put too much in there.
No, I didn't.
But you want to level it to be even with this. So when it dries, it's got to be perfect. And he's going to have to clean it up after. See, I want to use them smaller. Yeah, excuse me. My phone just ran off. Dave will be explaining what he's doing.
Basically, you just set it in the hole and you spread it. You actually do want it a bit bigger than the hole so that way you can have the edge of it on the surface that's going to be your absolute level. And then you just basically stay on your knees and just follow along. I do recommend you at the very least make sure your house that you're working this in isn't freezing cold. For two key reasons. One will help dry, and two, give it a few days and then you check it, and then if you're careful enough you won't have to sand. If you're too careless, then you have it too high, then you'll probably have to break out your sander and sand it out. I'm trying to avoid having to use the sander by making it level enough.
Wesley saying Happy St. Patrick's Day. We've got to do this over the whole room you're doing. Everything has to be leveled because we're going to be laying down the tile, and we want the tile to lay flat and snug with no bumps, because if there's any bumps, even though this is the good thick decorative tiles, they will make holes or crack.
Also,
so we want to prevent that.
Where the adhesive got pulled up, I wanted to just fill into level with the old glue from the old tiles that we broke up.
And this is the next phase. You don't want to do the wall until you've done all this prep on the floor first. When you're doing this room, you want to think of the room as a whole. Now, you saw in older videos, we painted the ceiling, so that's still held up good. It's still beautiful. And so the walls are still good. We're just going to do touch-ups with that, but we're not going to do that till we start painting.
Depending who's in your house, you could also like make a paper sign that says, "Please do not walk on," and insert this white color on your floor.
Yeah, but see, we don't have any little children, so we have all adults.
for us, we already recorded the box video when we did this, so that means luckily we won't have anybody blind walking in the hall.
Yeah, so it's kind of all done. So you want to do all that, and also if you have a gap. If you have a gap between the floor and your walls, which we don't, if you have a gap, you can fill that gap in by using caulking all the way around the gap everywhere. But we don't have that gap because our floor is pretty snug to the floorboards.
Also keep in mind that when you put your new floor down, it will kind of pull up through that, might pull up through that anyhow, so take that into account. Take things to the floor just putting that into account.
The prep work, you gotta take your time and do the prep work right in order to have a beautiful floor.
Any job that's quality, the prep work should take every sense of the long, whereas the longest in comparison to the actual work. Just like down your walls when I fixed that. We pulled a piece of furniture through the hall. Just preparing the actual hole for being filling. Took me a few minutes, and then did the actual filling to prepare it for painting. Took almost a week.
David, we need to take care of this over here in front of the furnace. That's a mess. You want that smooth and even. That'll dry, it'll be a bog, then you'll have to scrape it down. You don't want to do that.
Doing a spot from the dining room, that was my mistake. Also, never seen it with having an extra set of eyes when you're doing this.
Okay? Glove. Glove, get rid of these gloves. And then we have to sand them and we don't want to do that. All these gloves everywhere. The wall too. If you see where there's blobs and the other person doesn't see it, tell the person so they can pick it up. Because anything you don't scrape up, you will have to sand later, and that's just more work.
Or chip, depending where it is.
You gotta go over every square inch of your floor you're doing it without missing a thing.
Get her position.
And when you get it up on an area you don't want it in, you see? And then you just throw this out, see? That way we don't have to clean it behind the wood. That's a little trick. Use a damn paper towel and just clean it right up. Immediately.
As you work with this stuff, you'll actually get pretty good control over spreading and stuff like that. 'Cause that's the trick, is the amount of pressure you put onto your spreader, the amount of the angle you have your spreader at. I mean, there's just so much to this.
Yeah, and the idea is we've got to get it perfectly level with the rest of the floor, because we've got to get a perfect floor. And
There's
remember,
actually like 8 tools you can get to make working with this stuff so much easier. Different size trowels and spreaders and
Remember
pedestals and just there's just such a variety of tools you can get for this.
and remember what you saw in the other video, how we chipped up the tiles? So an unlevel floor underneath was inevitable.
I actually recommend using a crowbar and hammer. For that.
Which is earlier in this prep video. So this was inevitable as the sun goes up another day. Unless you're putting carpet down, then it don't matter. But for what we're doing, the reason we're doing it is because we have a little dog. And he will get older. He doesn't wee-wee in the house, but he will get older. And that's part of the issue. So we're kind of like preparing for when he gets older. I mean, he's only 4 now, he's only a baby. In 10 years, 15 years.
Hallways are high traffic areas anyhow. I do not recommend carpet in a hallway ever. I recommend like a hard floor and a throw rug.
We ain't giving up on carpet, we're still gonna put it in all our bedrooms. But in here, this room, yeah, we're doing it a little bit more hot, a little bit more durable.
Because hallways, you pull furniture through and a lot of people walk through it and it's just, carpet and hallways just aren't smart.
I don't recommend chromatic tiles because they crack. And you've all seen cracked chromatic tiles in malls, so we know that will happen. So this was, I did a lot of research. My daughter-in-law saw me doing the research, trying to resolve this particular floor before we started. And this was what was recommended by the experts online. So that's what we're doing. I really thought just putting down carpet and running a floor runner over it, but David wanted to go with something different, so we're doing this. Because we can just come in there and slap the tile down when we're done, slap the paint, the rug down when we're done painting, but well, this is what we're going at. And the beauty of it, we have the heat on, so that will help dry it, but it's going to be 77 degrees today in Jacksonville. So it's going to be lovely, but when it gets warmer, we'll open up and air out so we can start on that one. Because when this is dry, we're going to start on the next.
It ain't going to be dry till tomorrow.
No.
Even with the heat on, this stuff takes a long time to dry.
Yeah. But we had to do this first. Because otherwise we would have gotten, when we're going to paint the baseboards, we would have gotten the paint, that on the paint, and then we would have had to repaint. So we're working on prep first. And make sure you step over things. See, damp cloth, and we're gonna Dave, I messed this up a bit. I'm trying to get it off this. You don't need it, you just spread that out.
Ah, shit. No, I messed it up.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to get it off our marble thing here. That's a hard spot to get.
So big. styling pudding.
You're flattening out vanilla pudding.
Why so?
You want to make it a little flat for the disc. I thought it would do. Yeah, that's better. It's better than before. It wasn't level before.
One thing to take into account is that doing this, you'll have to inevitably pick this up and carry it to your house when it's full.
Yeah, that thing is heavy.
Especially full.
Yeah, and you gotta do every inch. So David's obviously doing around the edge, and then he'll do on the middle and start coming this way, because then, well, gotta stay off of it. And well, we're gonna have to utilize that rim. Well, it's
Good luck.
Careful where we step. We might just have to go off somewhere for the day while this dries.
It's all day. It's all day. It's going to be all day today, and it's going to be all tonight.
Well, give us a chance. We'll do some backyard videos. The guys won't have an issue, but we'll have an issue.
Inevitably, you will have to go poop.
Because this room's the important one we gotta get to. I think I'll do that before we get walked off.
Actually, I'm not going to do the middle of the day. So we have to be able to use the hallway to get to the bedrooms to sleep. The edges ain't no big deal because they're on the edge.
After we get everything, there'll be enough spots where you can walk in where you just watch where step where you walk, see? So I can see there's plenty of good squares we can walk on. It'll be like Doctor Who when he played the Game Master.
Say that to Ren.
The answer is pie.
No, the answer is 42. That's what the answer is. It's 42. You gotta know what the question is to understand the answer. That's why the answer is 42. Enjoy dealing with that now.
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Yep. That's what I thought. All right. There you have it. All the little holes done and filled up. I'm not sure if you're going to actually like this video, but if you like the video by chance, just go ahead and push the little like button there. And if you don't want to miss out on or who knows what we'll be doing next, crazy antics, feel free to use that little subscribe button. Thank you to all of our subscribers and such. And now, you're more than welcome to stay on this video and watch me clean my tools. Or check out any of our other videos because that's, you know, what we do. We make videos on our channel. And the way I clean my tools is with good old-fashioned water. Yes, surprisingly enough, I'm just using plain ordinary water. So thank you for watching. Peace out, or you can watch me clean my tools. Just name it tools. I'm cleaning them. I was serious about getting an opportunity to watch me clean the tools.